So, if you somehow haven't already heard already, I hate when I do that. I press record and then it goes all the way down. There's a lot of stuff happening in LA at the moment. A lot of not very good stuff, let's just say. Pretty serious stuff going down there. But if you haven't heard, well, there is a ICE protest following immigrants that are protesting against ICE and the government and whatnot. And while some of it is peaceful, some of it is not. Such as graffitiing over police cars, going on riots, throwing, how do you say it, Molotov cocktails, those things that explode from Call of Duty. There's a video of a guy throwing it at a police car and they just go, meh, not our first rodeo. But yeah, I'll show a couple clips, but let's just talk about it real quick if you haven't heard about it. Also, the National Guard was sent in as well, so not a small riot, that's for sure. But let's just read this. U.S. Marine Battalion mobilized to respond to escalating violence in Los Angeles. Here's a picture of what's going on. CNN reported Monday that approximately 500 Marines from a full battalion stationed at 29 Palms in California have been deployed to address the protests in Los Angeles. Around 500 Marines deployed to Los Angeles on Monday to help National Guard members respond to immigration protests in the city. So if that doesn't already tell you how serious all this crap is, National Guard, the Marines, 500 of them. This is where the priorities are. Am I right? This is where it should be. It's a joke, but the Marines form a full battalion stationed at 29 Palms in California. Have been deployed to address the protests in Los Angeles. Full deployment of the Marine Battalion represents a notable increase in Trump's military action as a display of strength against protesters. Here's what happens when you protest: free speech. Here's my free speech. Our National Guard, get down. Yeah, just the usual tomfoolery. The Marine mobilization will enhance the Guard's presence in Los Angeles. Over 2,000 members of the California National Guard have been activated, yet only 300 are currently on the streets of LA. It comes as fury erupted at Los Angeles airport as Trump's discriminatory Muslim and African travel ban came into effect. That probably didn't help. So, yeah. Just the usual. Those initial 300 were called up during a routine drill which facilitated swift deployment. Other troops may require up to 72 hours to mobilize. Marines are anticipated to assist the Guard members who have been deployed to LA in the last 2 days, although their specific tasks have not been publicly detailed. They may involve crowd control or perimeter security. So yeah, just garbage going around. It's unfortunate, but you know, just the way the world is right now. That's already a slippery slope to talk about. I ain't the best with politics, I'll just say that right now, so I'm not gonna throw my 2 cents in there, because let's be honest, I'm probably don't even know what I'm talking about half the time if it involves politics. I try to stay away from it, but this it caught my eye. And it's still going on too. So as the time of recording of this video. So Defense Department lawyers are finalizing the use of force guidelines for the mobilized troops, which are expected to closely align with existing military protocols. The Attorney General said the president's action had trampled the state's sovereignty, I can't pronounce that. We don't take lightly to the president abusing his authority and unlawfully mobilizing California National Guard troops. Hey, people voted for this. There is not much more to say than that. State Attorney General Rob Baton said he planned to seek a court order declaring that Trump's use of the Guard was unlawful and asked for a restraining order to halt the deployment Unfortunately, you can't really say no to a president that doesn't take no for an answer. So here's a video right here. We can watch a little bit of it. Never mind. Let's just get over this ad.
It's amid the growing violent protest in the city that has seen at least 3 officers injured and more than 50 people arrested. ABC's Perry Russum reports this all comes as demonstrations are growing in response to immigration authorities arresting more than 100 immigrants in the city.
The eruption of protests in Los Angeles boiling over after President Trump deployed National Guard troops, bypassing California Governor Gavin Newsom. It's the first time a president has taken control of a state's National Guard without approval in 60 years. Protesters shutting down this freeway. Apparent flashbangs going off as police work to reopen the road. Several people detained. Fireworks launched toward police.
We had individuals out there shooting commercial-grade fireworks at our officers. That can kill you.
LA's police chief says most of the protests in the city have been peaceful. He calls the violence he's seeing
When life brings you...
Oh, come on. What happened? Hello? No clue what happened. Oh, it's glitching out. And it just threw me somewhere else. But you get the gist. Yeah, nothing says president power than throwing down your own civilian citizens just for a message. But yeah, slippery situation. I'll show a few more clips just because, like I said, I didn't understand the severity of this. It's a lot more important than I thought it was, other than just a protest. So we'll look at it a little bit more. There's the same website. We're done. Well, maybe there's a few more to read. Protesters and law enforcement clashed violently overnight as demonstrators took to the streets in opposition to President Donald Trump's immigration policies. The forced group of at least 2,000 National Guard troops arrived in Los Angeles on Sunday morning, just 2 days after the protests began. Photos have emerged of National Guard troops deployed by the Trump administration sleeping on the floor in Los Angeles without a request from Governor Gavin Newsom. San Francisco Chronicle first published an image of troops on steel and concrete, with the governor sharing another soon after. Newsom addressed President Trump stating, "You send your troops here without fuel, food, water, or place to sleep. Here they are, forced to sleep on the floor, piled on top of one another." He added, "If anyone is treating our troops disrespectfully, it is you." Yeah, that's our president. People voted for him. That's all I can say. But yeah, I'll just show a few clips now for anybody that is wondering. They're mostly from Reddit. I had a clip here. Protester head shot by LA police. I probably shouldn't show that. I don't know why it's there. There was something here. I did have clips. Well, watch this Asmongold one just because I thought it was funny. It's the popular streamer Hassan. A little bit too cuckoo for my taste, but he's in the protest, and I think he's like trying to shout out Asmongold. I don't know. He's just weird.
Bro, he's out there. He's out there talking about me. Hopefully one day we'll see the largest political commentator, Asmongold, out here in the streets, you know, for protesting, for, I don't know, making... Okay, sure. I'll go with the National Guard to arrest everybody who's standing in the highway. Yeah, I think that sounds great.
By the way, before some people spaz out, this is literally what the mayor said.
That's not peaceful, what was happening. It's not peaceful for people to be on the highways. It's not peaceful for people to throw rocks. That's not peaceful.
And now this genius is also calling out Bernie Sanders after he said these protests were counterproductive.
But they're putting themselves in harm's way and potentially setting themselves up for a criminal future. I talked to the DA just a couple of minutes ago. The DA will file felony charges on individuals, and also the potential for federal charges.
I can't get the fucking dumbass take that Asmongold had out of my mind. It was the stupidest... Oh God, bro, it's always about me. Which one? Being like, oh, if you ever see protests where there's other countries' flags being waved, you know you're in America. It's like, yeah, dumbass, it's a diverse country. If it's a diverse country, wouldn't you expect to see more American flags though? Because like, I mean, to be fair, at least there's one of them right there. Also, not much to feel proud about right here. This endless police militarization. You wouldn't need the militarization. You didn't have people throwing rocks at them. You have to remember bricks of peace, gentlemen. This is protesting. Guys, they're just protesting. Guys, it's a protest. Ooh. You have to understand, listen, this is their freedom of speech.
Yeah, obviously not everyone is going to be peaceful. Those are the bad apples. Like I said, slippery slope between both sides, that's for sure. I got a few more clips if they're here. Well, these are photos. Let's just look at them real quick. I believe the bullets here are obviously non-lethal, so no one is seriously getting hurt. But yeah, it's some serious stuff. I like how professional photographers can just get this all willy-nilly. I guess National Guard LOL, you know. But yeah, it is some serious stuff still ongoing, so who knows how this will end. Hopefully peacefully. A reporter got shot in the leg as well. This was just completely random. I think it was almost deliberate too, because the guy just looks at her and then shoots her.
Rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA. You just shut the fuck up. You okay?
Yeah, he just slightly sees her move and just goes free real estate. She's fine. It's a rubber bullet. She even says that it's fine, but yeah, it's stuff. It is stuff. There was another video I had, but I can't seem to find it anymore. See if I can find it. It's not here anymore. Let me pause real quick. Here's that video I was talking about with the cocktop martel, those things from Call of Duty that you throw and then they explode. Here's what happened in LA, just kind of out of nowhere. Yeah, and only one of them drive away like, oh man, that's fire. While the rest of them are just like, another Tuesday. But yeah, some bad apples. This was peaceful. We probably wouldn't need the National Guard, but who knows? Who knows? It's very messy. It's very bad. I don't really think I should throw my 2 cents in there. That's for sure, since I'm not fully educated on politics and whatnot. But it is very interesting to see what's going on in the world and all that, even if it's not great. But yeah, I think that's about it. Take care. Ooh. Yeah, very not nice. That was not nice. But yeah, take care.